Hello students. Today we will start a new chapter, mole concept. This chapter only, vapor density and its relation to the relative molecular mass, and the deduction of empirical and the molecular formula is in your course, and remain portions are reduced by the ICS board for this pandemic situation. So let's start from this topic, that was the vapor density and its relation to the relative molecular mass. Okay, then before telling about the relation between the vapor density and the relative molecular mass, I just want to tell what is the relative molecular mass. Generally, relative molecular mass, what is this? This is the molecular weight. Okay, relative molecular mass or the relative molecular weight. The relative molecular mass or the relative molecular weight of an element or a compound is the number that represents how many times one molecule of the substance is heavier than 1 by 12th of the mass of an atom of carbon 12. About all these things, already these things are taught in class 9th, I think. Again, I am telling what is the things. What is relative molecular mass? Relative molecular mass means it is the number that represents how many times one molecule of a substance is heavier than the molecule of the substance is heavier than 1 by 12th of the mass of an atom of carbon 12. Okay, means the relative molecular mass, how will you calculate it? It is generally, it is the molecular mass which is compared to the carbon 12th, 1 by 12th part of the mass of a carbon 12, one atom of a carbon. It is compared with the carbon atom, mass of one carbon atom. How it is calculated? Relative molecular mass is obtained by adding together the relative atomic mass of all the various atoms present in a molecule or a compound. Various atoms present in a molecule or a compound. Clear? Like I am given here an example. See, if it is asking the relative molecular mass of sulfuric acid, suppose I am taking a one compound, that is the sulfuric acid. It is the one molecule of a sulfuric acid. Then how will we have to calculate the relative molecular mass? See, how many hydrogens are there? 2. 2 into, what is here telling? It is the atomic mass. Atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. So 2 into 1, 2 hydrogen is here. So 2 into 1 plus sulfur. Atomic mass of sulfur is 32. So plus 32 plus 4 into 16. 16 is the atomic mass of oxygen. So 4 oxygen atoms are there. 4 into 16. Total is that 98 AMU, atomic mass unit. That is, the molecular mass of a sulfuric acid is 98 AMU. Okay. What does this mean? That mean is that one molecule of a sulfuric acid is 98 times as heavy as the mass of 1 by 12 the mass of a carbon atom or carbon 12. Can you understand? Means what? If whenever we have to calculate the relative atomic mass of a molecule or a compound, that should be compared with the 1 by 12 the mass of the carbon atom. Okay, so it can be calculated in this form. So here I am given some easy calculation of relative molecular mass of some compounds. So you have to do this in your chemistry note. It is asking to calculate. See, you can also calculate the relative mass of blue vitriol, ammonium sulfate. Here's the formula also given. You know blue vitriol, CuSO4 dot 5H2O. What is this? CuSO4 with 5H2O, 5 molecules of water. You have to calculate like this. Means how will you calculate? First you have to calculate the molecular mass of copper sulfate with the molecular mass of 5 molecule of water. Combinedly you have to add both together, then you get the molecular mass of copper sulfate in this molecule. Like this ammonium sulfate also same, means you have to calculate the molecular mass of ammonia, and you have and then you multiply the mass of ammonia. That I think it should be 18 or 32. I think it is 18. Okay, ammonium. Then again you have to add with the sulfur, that is 32, plus O means it is 16 into 4, that is 64. I think 32 18 into 2 means it is 36. 36 plus 32 and 64. Then total what it getting, near about the 130 or 120. I think it will be the relative molecular mass of ammonium sulfate. Okay, less I have to do here again. 36 plus 32 plus 64, that is equal to, uh, 132 AMU. Okay, this is here. These are the things. Molecular mass, calculation of a relative molecular mass. Okay, next, you know from here the relative molecular mass. Now we have to go for the vapor density. Okay, but before telling the relation between the vapor density and the relative molecular mass, just I give a little bit idea about the mole concept. What is a mole concept? Okay, mole concept means what? It is simply, it is a means what is the thing? It is the that it is not possible to find out the mass of any atom, ion, or the molecules. Clear? So it is the amount. It is the calculate or the identify or to measure the amount of some number of chemical unit of an atom. Exactly. What is that? Like is, it is as we are finding the mass of some particles, like mass of some substances like dozen or a gross, means a dozen is the collection of 12 objects, gross is the collection of 144 objects, like that. It is a collection of or it is the measure of some quantity of the substance. What is that? Means what? It is not easy to find out the mass of a minute particles like atom, molecules, or an ions. So therefore it is a collection of some amount of elementary particle is taken for all the particle purposes. Okay, what is that? It is a collection of elementary particles, taken for all practical purposes, okay, called mole. What is that? Called mole. Is the mole collection of elementary particles taken for all particle purpose, called the mole. Means what? What is the collection? How many number of particles taken to make a collect? That is near about 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Okay, this is the amount of the elementary particles which is taken as the collection, and that is termed as the moles. Okay, means what? What is this mean? Mole is the amount of the pure substance. Okay, mole is the amount of the pure substance, that is the number of chemical units that are the atoms in exactly 12 grams of the carbon 12. Means the particle is not specifically mentioned, but it is near about, it is taken as the 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. What is this? This is the Avogadro's number. What is this? This is Avogadro's number. Okay, Avogadro's number. Avogadro's number means what? It is defined as the number of atoms. It is defined as the number of atoms present in 12 gram of carbon 12 isotope. I am writing here. See, you have to revise this. Okay, what is Avogadro's number? It is defined as It is defined as the number of atoms present in 12 gram of C12 carbon 12 isotopes. Okay, that is equal to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Or also we can be tell that Avogadro's number is the number of elementary particle unit or the atoms, ions or the molecules present in 1 mole of a substance. Generally, it is denoted by Na. What is that? Na. It is denoted by Na. Clear? Means Avogadro's number. Clear? Can you understand what is the thing? Simply we can be write 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 for this. Okay, this is the mole. It is defined as the 1 mole. Clear, students? Next, another thing I want to tell means what? 1 mole means that is 6 means when a particular not specifically mentioned, 1 mole is taken as the 6.02. If anything is not specifically mentioned, then you can take 1 mole is equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power or 02 also you can be take 10 to the power 23 molecules. 1 mole is equal to, specifically if it is not mentioned anything, then you can take 1 mole is equal to 6.02 into 10 to the 23 molecules. Clear? This is the mole concept. According that, by taking this unit, so we can be calculate in this chapter all the numerical problems. So students, again come here. What is that? I taught the relative molecular mass. What is the relation between the vapor density and the relative molecular mass? What is the relation? See, relative molecular mass, it is the number it is told. Next, see what is the thing? Relative vapor density. Relative vapor density means it is the mass of relative vapor density means it is the ratio between the mass of equal volume of gas and hydrogen under the same condition of temperature and pressure, means under STP condition. Okay, that is means the relative vapor density means the ratio between the mass of volume of the gas, any gas under the similar condition of any condition of temperature and pressure is by the mass of volume of the hydrogen gas under same condition of temperature and pressure. Okay, according the Avogadro's law, volume at the same temperature and pressure may be substituted by the molecules. Means what is telling about, can you understand how can we calculate the relative vapor density? Relative vapor density means if we will compare the mass, it becomes the simple ratio between the mass of a volume of any gas and with the volume of hydrogen under the same pressure and the temperature condition. Okay, it is the vapor density, relative vapor density. According the Avogadro's law, what is Avogadro's law? According to Avogadro's law, the relative vapor density is equal to mass of one molecule of gas or vapor by mass of one molecule of hydrogen. What is that? I am telling here. It is, I am written here 2 atom. 2 atom means what? One molecule of hydrogen. Clear? It is 2 atom of hydrogen means one molecule of hydrogen. It is telling that means I told there mass of vapor density means mass of one molecule of gas or vapor in a condition of temperature pressure by mass of one molecule of hydrogen it should, but hydrogen is a diatomic nature, so that's why in case of one molecule of hydrogen I am written here 2 atom of hydrogen. Okay, according the Avogadro's law, it is following. What is the Avogadro's law? Avogadro's means before we have to know about this, we should first clear about the Avogadro's law. Avogadro's law means what? Under, I am writing here, on Avogadro's law telling that under the same condition of temperature and pressure, under the same condition of temperature and pressure, equal volume of different gases have same number of molecules. Okay, it is Avogadro's law. What is Avogadro's law? Under the same condition of temperature and pressure, equal volume of different gases contains have same number of molecules. So that's why mass of any type of gas or vapors contains the molecule, means mass of one molecule of a gas by mass of one molecule of hydrogen. Both are having the same. But here I am replaces the molecule means it by the two atoms. After that, on multiplying both the sides by 2, if we will multiply both the sides by 2, then we have to get see 2 into relative vapor density and total by into 2. It will be balanced. Then we got 2 into relative vapor density is equal to mass of one molecule of gas by mass of one atom of hydrogen. That means what? 2 into vapor density. Relative vapor density is equal to relative molecular mass of a gas or vapor. What does this mean? Mass of one molecule of gas by mass of one atom of hydrogen means it is the relative molecular mass of a gas or a vapor. That means what we are concluded here, relative vapor density is equal to what is that? 2 into relative vapor density, 2 into Vd is equal to molecular mass. Okay, that is the thing we are concluded. What we are concluded here? 2 into vapor density is equal to molecular mass. Simply 2 into vapor density is equal to molecular mass. That is, this is the formula, that is the relation we are getting from the relative molecular mass from the vapor density. Can you understand how these are happens? Now see some examples I am given here. To the relative vapor density of the gaseous chlorine is, it is 35.5. Vapor density is 30.55. Relative molecular mass of gaseous chlorine, how will calculate the molecular mass? 2 into vapor density. Then that is equal to 71.0. Clear? Then molecular mass is, or the gram molecular mass. Molecular mass or a gram molecular mass of any gas occupies 22.4 liter at STP and it is equal to 1 mole of that gas. It is a point, note that what is the thing, molecular mass or the gram molecular mass of any gas, okay, occupies 22.4 liter at STP in standard temperature and the pressure condition, or that is equal to 1 mole of that gas. That means 1 mole of a gas is equal to 22.4 liter at STP. Clear? According that, we have to calculate some numerical problems. Calculate the gram molecular mass of nitrogen if 360 centimeter cube at STP weighs 0.45 gram. Then how will you calculate this answer? Okay. So what is the thing? Again I am telling here. Again see, gram molecular mass of any gas occupies 22.4 liter at STP. That means which contain 1 mole of that gas. That means 1 mole means what? It is equal to 1 mole of that gas. Okay, 1 mole of that gas means it contains that equal to 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of that gas, or 1 mole of a gas is equal to 22.4 liter at STP. Okay, according that we have to follow all these numerical problems. So let's start. Last we have to do some examples. What is here? Calculate the gram molecular mass of nitrogen if 360 centimeter cube at STP weighs 0.45 gram. Okay. So what will we have to do for this? The 360 centimeter cube, again I am telling, see, 360 centimeter cube of nitrogen at STP, it weighs what? 0.45 gram. So write here 360 centimeter cube of nitrogen at STP weighs what? How much? 0.45 gram. Clear? If that is how much it is, that means what? Gram molecular mass it is given. Then what is its mass? Mass is equal to 22.4 liter. Okay, what is its mass now? Nitrogen means at STP is given. Its mass of, so see here, mass of gas, mass of a gas. Okay, at STP, mass of a gas at STP equals what? How much? 22.4 liter. Okay, according that we have to write. So for again this, for this problem, that is 22.4 liter. Okay, 4 liter of N2 will weighs is equal to how much? 0.4, that is equal to that given 0.45 by 0.45 by 360 into, that is 22.4. Okay, but here the liter is given and here centimeter cube is given, so we have to change this liter to centimeter. 0.45 by 360 into that we have, when we have to change to 2400 centimeter cube. Okay, next after calculating we have to got, then in roughly I have already done that, so we are getting 28 gram. Clear? The gram molecular mass of nitrogen now, gram molecular mass of nitrogen is equal to, that is of 28 gram. This is the answer. Like this you have to do. Clear? So see, again another question related to the vapor density. Calculate the vapor density and the molecular mass of carbon dioxide if 200 ml of the gas, okay, it is 200 ml of the gas at STP weighs 0.40 gram. And also it is given 1 liter of a hydrogen at STP, that is equal to 0.09 gram weighs. Okay, so how will you calculate the vapor density? Clear? See here I am writing here. First we have to do the vapor density, the molecular mass of carbon dioxide given here, that is equal to 200. So write 200, here's the solution. Okay, 200 ml of CO2 at STP, CO2 at STP weighs is equal to 0.40 gram. Okay, now 1 liter of carbon dioxide, 1 liter of carbon dioxide at STP will weighs is equal to 0.40 into how much? 1 liter is there, we have to change it to grams, so that's why it is the 1000 divided by 200. Clear? Then we got 2 gram is the answer. It is the 2 gram. But we have to calculate the vapor density. It is asking the vapor density. Okay, vapor density, to calculate vapor density we have to know first the what it need. Vapor density means what we need, 2 into relative vapor density means the weight of any type of any volume, or the any volume of same volume of gas at STP by the weight of same volume of hydrogen at that same STP condition. Okay, so we have to write that vapor density is equal to weight of here, that is the 1000 ml. 1 liter here we are taking, here also given 1 liter, so that's why we have to compare also with by taking the 1 liter. Okay, weight of 1000 milliliter of CO2 at STP divided by weight of 1000 ml of hydrogen gas at STP. Clear? Then what is that? Weight of 1000 of CO2 is given. What is that? 2000 ml means what? That is the 2 liter. So we have to take here 2 by 1000 ml means hydrogen it is also given, that is 0.09. Okay, 0.09 is equal to, we are getting, that is equal to 22.23. Clear? Now it is asking calculate the vapor density. Already we are getting vapor density by the 2000 ml and also 0.09 gram. Next here asking the molecular mass of carbon dioxide. How will you calculate the molecular mass? Molecular mass is equal to 2 into vapor density. Molecular mass is equal to 2 into vapor density. This is the formula you are getting. So 2 into 22.22, that is equal to 44.44 gram. This is the answer. Clear? Like this you have to calculate some related question answers. Okay, next is that percentage composition. What is that? Percentage composition. Percentage composition means what? Calculate the weight of each element or by some different methods. Okay, so see what is percentage composition means. It is the percentage, it is the percentage composition of a compound means it is the percentage by weight of each element present in that compound. That means how will you calculate percentage of an element in a compound? To be calculated by the total weight of the element, okay, in one molecule by the gram molecular weight of that compound and multiplied by the 100. And the percentage composition calculation is already you read in the 9th class, so according that you have to remind and do. What is that? To do, to calculate the percentage of the each percentage of different elements in a compounds, you have to follow two steps. That first one is the calculate the weight of each element. Okay, I am writing here calculate weight of each element. Okay, calculate the weight of each element. Second one is that calculate the molecular mass of a compound. Second one is calculate molecular mass of entire means molecular mass of total compound means given compound. Okay, how will you calculate this? Calculate the molecular mass of a compound. How will you calculate this? By adding the weight of each element. Okay, how will you do this? By adding weight of each element. Okay, then you have to write the each element, weight of each element by the total weight of the compound into 100. Then you got the percent composition of different elements in a compound. So do according that we have to do another problem. Solve here. Calculate the percentage composition of sodium in sodium carbonate. I am taken here the Na2CO3. How will you do that? For calculating this, okay, here also given some hints. Oxygen, the relative atomic mass of oxygen is the 16 given, sodium is 23 and carbon have the 12. Okay, so see how will you do? So relative molecule, first we have to calculate the relative molecular mass, total weight of the one molecule, then again the weight of the compound we have to calculate. Okay, so relative molecular mass, first way total weight of the compound we have to take out first. Relative molecular mass of Na2CO3. What is the thing? Na means what? 23, but here the 2 sodium is there, so into 2 plus carbon have the 12 plus oxygen, 3 oxygens are there, 3 into 16. Then what I got here? 46 plus 12 plus 48. Total it is 106. Okay, it is the relative molecular mass of sodium carbonate. After that, what we have to do? It is asking to uh, calculate the percentage composition of a sodium is there. So what is the percentage composition? What is the weight of the sodium? I have to also calculate that. 2 sodium means 2 into 23, that is equal to 46. Okay, since right here, since 106, here it is the 106 gram, 106 gram of Na2CO3 contains sodium is equal to sodium is equal to 46 gram. Okay, therefore 100 gram of sodium carbonate contains sodium is equal to how much? It is 46 into 46 by 106, 106 into 100, or you can be write like this also. Okay, after calculating we are getting 4600 divided by 106. Then by simplifying we are getting 43.4 gram. Okay, it is 43.4 gram. This is the answer. Means first we have to calculate the relative molecular mass of an entire compound, then that divided by, or by the then after you have to find out the atomic weight of that particular element which is present in the compound, and by dividing both, and calculating with the 100, then you get the percent composition of that elements. And sometimes, listen students, sometimes it is asking the calculate the percentage composition of various elements. Means what? Like I am here calculated the sodium, again it is asking, maybe asking to calculate carbon, to calculate the calculate about the oxygen, then you have to calculate by dividing in the same way, but the atomic weight of a carbon, you have to take as the 12 in case of a sodium, and in case of oxygen you have to take the 48, in case in the place of sodium. Like this you have to find out the percentage composition. Okay, and here another thing I want to tell, the solution of this one is written here. Okay, clear? So these are the things. According these methods or the topics it is taught here, you have to follow the solution, you have to find out the solutions of related numerical problems of these lessons. Okay, I have to give some questions and you have to find of your own of that question. So see, I am telling. So students, solve these questions from the page number 5.15, problem 19, problem 23, 24, 25, page number 5.6 from 29, 30, 31, 33, 37, 38, page number 5.17, problem number 40, 41, 5.18, problem 42, 43, 44, 45, 47. These problems you have to solve in your chemistry note. Okay. If any query, then you can be call me on my phone number. Okay, and also you have to try solve this. You have to once you have to try to solve the examples also given in your book. Okay, thank you.